Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Gonna run it. It's Ball.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Grab behind the line. It's Ball. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. It's Branch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 3rd and go, he's going to try to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Dropping back. It's leg way. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
If he just would have been able to catch the ball in this drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands. And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's taken right around the 35. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. And he's tackled only after picking up a first down.
Well, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
To the air, it's Stockton. Big throw, catch made on the out route. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. To pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Wide open downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. play of the drive now from the 25. And now the handoff. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Heading left after the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Fights through a tackle. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. And he's brought down for a short gain.
Wow, just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a first and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle, but stop for no gain. They run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
A quick throw out left, complete. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. He stays alive. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And the defense able to stop him at the 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gators will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
So the drive gets underway back up at the 8-yard line. And handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Oh, you're talking about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Trap him for a sack. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. To throw, it's Bailey. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On the ground, it's Frazier. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread out over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Ball handed to the running back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offense.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
You tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0.
Georgia, 21-0. Returner runs out of bounds.
Play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Bailey. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good enough for a fresh set of downs to spot the ball at the 40. The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Gators, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to pass. It's Stockton. Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Protection looked good. The timing between the quarterback and the receiver looked pretty good. Ball was put right where the receiver should be able to make that catch, just unable to hold on.
And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Over the middle is Frazier. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch on a 1st down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Yards come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
That's reeled in. It's Frazier. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep parking that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
When you think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball, a lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Trying to find room. It's Robinson. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. He's looking deep down the middle. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Well, the first half did not go the way they had planned, but boy, they have come out making plays here in this second half. Great completion, big yards downfield, and now they're looking for ways to cut into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
A quick throw to the right. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's looking deep again. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's another deep shot. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing one pass extremely well. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 20. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Florida. They cap the drive with 6 points. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They'll just get back to line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Florida 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's Stockton. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Bulldogs will try to keep this drive moving. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pounding away with the run game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
First and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. The pass is intercepted. He could go at the 20. You finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
When these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Headed for the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game, in the postseason. You got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.